James Lang developed a theory that emotions are not just mental but also physical. By this he means bodily changes occur first and then emotional changes, such as
the chemical substance that influences these emotions is a neurotransmitter. A neurotransmitter is a brain chemical that lets the brain cells communicate with each other and therefore allows the brain to function properly.
Serotonin, a neurotransmitter, regulates mood, thinking, and impulse control. With enough serotonin, we feel happy and optimistic, but with a lack of serotonin, we feel depressed, have anxiety, and may be pessimistic towards life.
Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that transmits nerve impulses to a nerve, muscle, or gland. Dopamine is involved with focus, drive, attention, and memory storage. With a lack of dopamine, you can develop Parkinson's disease, which causes a lack of movement and control.
Yet another neurotransmitter, norepinephrine, controls stress and anxiety. It also increases breathing and heart rate in a fight or flight situation. A fight or flight situation being when a person comes in conflict with another person or object, they either stay and fight it or they run away. An adequate amount of norepinephrine relaxes or relieves stress, while lack of norepinephrine can cause a person to be
These three neurotransmitters are produced in different parts of the body. Nerve cell bodies produce dopamine in the hypothalamus, which is located just above the brainstem and is part of the limbic system.
Norepinephrine is produced in the adrenal glands, which are located in the kidneys.
98% of the serotonin found in the body is located in the blood platelets, mast cells, and the digestive tract. There's also serotonin found in the brain, and while both forms of serotonin are produced from the amino acid tryptophan, only the serotonin synthesized in the brain can affect your emotions.
These three neurotransmitters are all ligands. Ligands produce a signal by binding to a site on a target protein. This binding occurs by intermolecular forces such as hydrogen bonding and ionic bonding.
A ligand binds to the receptor, which triggers a physiological response. If the ligand fits, like a lock and key, then it is an agonist. For example, the agonist for serotonin receptors is serotonin. This mechanism is similar to that of a substrate fitting into an enzyme.
The receptor that the ligand binds to is called the cell surface receptor. The cell surface receptor acts as a connection between the exterior environment of a cell and the interior of a cell. The cell surface receptor transmits the message from the ligand to the interior of the cell, where the message is then picked up by the second messengers that relay the information from the ligand. The second messengers can either amplify the message or quiet tune the message. Either way, the message has an effect on the cell, and all cells with the same emotional transmitted message come together to form a tissue that responds to the emotion through your psyche, leading to a physical response. Each receptor has a different quantity or quality that determines its sensitivity to what ligand or neurotransmitter it's attracted to. What ligand or neurotransmitter, meaning serotonin, dopamine, or norepinephrine based. The quantity or quality of the receptor is affected by either long-term things, like childhood memories, or short-term things, like what you ate or if you ate that same day. For example, when people don't eat, they tend to be angry. They're angry because the receptors are sensitive to serotonin ligands. This means that the receptors are rejecting serotonin ligands, and lack of serotonin is associated with anger and depression.